Dear brothers and sisters, today's subject is meditations, its possibilities and dangers. Do you think that there are also some dangers in meditation? Yes, they do exist. If you read the experience of our competent master, they have condemned a lot of meditations because those meditation which were condemned by competent master like Kabir, Guru Nanak and all other masters of the world, and especially from Sant Kirpal Singh, the apostle of truth of the 20th century. Those experiences are with us. This is what we have to analyze as what is that meditation which serve our higher values of life, which is that meditation which Christ did, Guru Nanak did, Kabir did, Maulana Rumi and all other competent masters of the world did. Now their holy scripture do tell us the experience, their experiences. And these are written in the holy scripture, and these are all written with one opinion. There is one thing that is very beautiful, that all masters, whether they came in the east or west, came at different places and different times, they taught the same very truth with one opinion, and this one opinion exists in the holy scripture as well. Make the parallel study of all religion, you will find the one truth and one way back to God. So all masters on whose name the blessed religion do exist, they lived with one opinion. They came from one place and went back to the same source again. So their purpose always remained one and the same, and they never differed with that opinion. But there are many type of meditation, many type of yogas, and they do not tally with each other because it is only out of our wishes. It is only from the astral plane. So today we will analyze all those things, and you will have a beautiful glimpse in your mind, because then you are fully equipped with the knowledge, true knowledge. Now people are meditating on various levels. Some people, they meditate only to fulfill their wishes, worldly wishes. Some people, they meditate just to impress their personality upon others. Some people meditate to have more riches in the world, more name and fame in the world. Some people do it only for the building of the body, to get rid of the diseases. Some people, they make a show of their meditation, just like there are mesmerism, spiritism, spiritualism. There are hundreds of branches out of it, and they differ. They show their power of their meditations. But all this meditation is on the level of mind. So today we have to discriminate as what is that meditation which our master did. What is that meditation which will transcend you above the body consciousness and take you back to home eternal. Which is that meditation which provides you the water of life and bread of life. Not that you have to wait for it. You will have the experience on the very first day. But it differs a lot. And you can theoretically know all those things, and that will take to the practical knowledge. Because the teaching is so much simplified by the masters that it can be understood, it can be analyzed by any person, whether he is old, young or child. That is applicable because there is no hazard. It is our subject. It is so easy to develop like this. It is a way of life, an art of life, which we have forgotten. Whereas, 1,000 masters, they are pouring in different parts of the world. What they are teaching, the essence is that we are lost in the world. What they are doing, what is our purpose, and those meditation come from where, that will be the subject of the today. So, all these masters, they claim to have given you the peace of mind. But that is not the peace of the mind. Actually, what is there, it is a matter of our attention. So far your attention is fixed somewhere, you feel happy. When your attention is withdrawn, or you are forced to withdraw your attention, you feel unhappy. So joy and sorrow are the two phases of the life. Otherwise, there is no peace of mind. Since you are not the body, you are the indweller of the body. You are not the mind, you are not the senses, you are not the sense organ. Even this world where you want to have peace of mind, that does not belong to you at all. You have to leave it, no exception to the rule. You want peace of mind only out of this body and in this world. No, it is not. So master power, who is a competent one, he will never give you any assurance of peace of mind, solace or comfort in the world, because it is nothingness. It is only a delusionary nature. So all these things in the worldly way, they are the tricks. They are only a magic show. These are the miraculous things which have no sense in it. You see it and they disappear. Nothing happens in your life. You simply see the tricks of those masters. You say, oh, he is a great master. But that is not a reality. What you got in your hand. You went there empty-handed and came back empty-handed. So, it is said that Rabba Basri, she was a saint. Two saints went to him and she asked, let us talk something about the God power. What is the will of God? She put the question to these two saints. One said, this world is a series of lot of interruptions. We shall live there and go back. We shall live happily there and go back. Said then, where is the solution to solve the riddle of life? The purpose of human life is to meet good end. The purpose of human life is to solve the riddle of life and go back home. So it is our turn to meet God. Everything in the world is a side issue. So we are affected with the side issue, and where is the cause? So far you do not solve the cause, how the effect will disappear? Whereas you have to rise above the cause and effect of the world. So the other saint told, we should take them as equal. Joy and sorrows we should take as equal. She told, then you are affected with ego. I have done it. So then they asked her, as what can be the solution? She said, there should be no discrimination between the joy and sorrow of the world. Joy and sorrows that off and on come to us. So the solution is to rise above the both, to take them as equal. You are in the world, yet you are out of the world. Just like a lotus plant which comes out of the mud and then rises above the water and remains aloof there. So this should be the condition that how we can solve our riddle of life, and which is that way, and that is a very permanent way with us. We have forgotten, and that is called the Sahaj. Sahaj means the easiest way. You can do it with all lovable efforts. Whatever you can do with all love, with all heart, and with all head, there is a solution. But all other yogas accept this way back to God, light and sound principle taught by Christ and all other competent masters of the world, all are fake and without any meaning. These are mere gymnastic in different ways. You feel happy, but the effect is very lasting upon your life, because whatever you have to earn out of this man body, you are misled with it. Physical, astral or causal world, these are the three worlds. They are controlled by the negative power. It is sustained by the God power, but control is given to the negative power. And negative further has created 10 avatars, mean these angels and other forces. And their limit is only up to the causal plane. And there are God says, supernatural power, angels. They are the servant of this holy body. And Kabir says that they cannot give you anything. They are of no use to you, since weed is growing on their head and they cannot see the water of life. Those who do not know what is the water of life, how can they give you the water of life? So it is said there is no person with right understanding or discriminating intellect in all the religions. If there is, he will rise above the shackles of the religion. He will not stay there. And there is no power in the astral and the causal plane which has the discriminating power. If there is, that will rise above the cause and effect of the world. That will rise beyond the three worlds. So whether it is astral or causal, this all belongs to the negative power. And there is a big show. And how this show is going on with riddhis and siddhis, with miraculous powers. So there are 100,000 tricks to keep us there for all the time. Once we go into the grip of the negative power, then we are put into the transmigration. The sphere of the transmigration that starts from the physical world and up to the causal world. This is all controlled by Brahma. Brahma itself, the creator of the Vedas, he is affected with these things. He cannot realize God. And so all those souls living there, they will have to the transmigration. So this hell and heaven, which is also taught by them, by these so-called masters, they are trained in the astral and the causal plane. From there they have got the miraculous powers, and they are misusing this power against the innocent children of God. This is no reality. No competent master ever advocated this way of life. Everyone condemned it, because this is a reality. It is a positive way of life. Master told those things. So we have to know what are the positive lives. But what is in the astral and the causal plane? There are two heavens. One is in the astral plane and one in the causal plane. And in the astral plane there are the hell and heavens. Now how this hell and heaven are created? We created wishes, and the negative power fulfilled our wishes, and in lieu of that we strengthened his hand. And now he has created hell for the sinner and heaven for the pious egoist. So both are chained to death. There are the death traps in the astral plane. And this whole plane is filled with the astral magic. You know, those who play with it, they are affected. So you know, there are the astral powers in the world which have created psychic problem everywhere. People are affected badly with it. People are making suicide. People are making murders. And lot of other things going on in this world. And that is the result of the astral plane. Astral practices. Because you can read the experience of hundreds of rishis and munis. They do not tally with each other. They have all the controversies with one another because astral plane is so widespread that one person went this side, he told about the truth, and other went other direction. So anywhere who went, he told his own experience, and that will not take you anywhere. The astral plane, further, its entrance is just like a picture. You enter there, but it is widespread inside. There is excessive light, and once you are controlled in the light, you cannot come out of it. There is no music of the sphere. There is no word. It is fully controlled by the negative power. The word which is imitated there, that is a way of the negative power. So people are misled there. It is said that those who come from there, they create lot of havoc in the world. Kabir has told that they are the evildoer. All that evil you see in the world, that has come out of these personalities, out of the astral heaven. So it is further told that this astral plane, there it is, this miraculous power are like so many flowers on the ground. If simply to go there and look at it, you will be affected. And there is a food for the mind. Your mind will get emotional. Your mind will become happy for some times. But there is no food for the soul. So it is said, once those who follow it, those who preach it, they will even not have the human birth. Negative power will use them as evil spirits, evil ghosts in the world. And this all teaching is told by competent masters, especially from Kabir. He has told each and everything that favors the man. And he has also told that also disfavors the man. So who has to got it? Only the man. No person, no power in the whole creation except the man has the discriminating power, discriminating intellect. This is a one gift. Through your discriminating power, you can know what is what, you can realize yourself, and along with this you have the free will. And plus you have the full consciousness within you. You are gifted with it. You may or may not use it, but it is there. So man has got the three powers. He has the discriminating power. He has the full consciousness because he is next to God. And other thing that is this consciousness, with consciousness you can with discriminating power you can know what is what, you can analyze it and everything, and with your consciousness you can attain the higher values of life. So these 2-3 things in our life that can maintain our life. With these discriminating powers, you can analyze each and everything, and and with a single attention. Huh? Because whatever is taught, it is in the Holy Scripture that bear only one meaning. Huh? And if you go within, you will see that there is only one meaning. There is a question and there is only one answer to it, no second answer. You know that these rishis and munis, those who are doing yogas, they have lot of interruptions in their lives. Rather, they make the meaning of one word in so many ways, because they have done it according to their own will. Because this free will that is being misused by them, they are no more working on it. Because once you enter there in the astral plane, you will at once lose the discriminating power. You have to depend upon there. Only thereafter you will be used by the negative power as per his wishes. So it is said, those who enter into the astral plane, they lose the life ages upon ages. They go to the transmigrations. There is no way back to come back. Once you lose this opportunity of having this body, you lose the entire purpose of your human life. If you are caught in the astral plane, you will not come back into the human form. Because Master tell, better not to do any yoga, better not to do any practice. It is further said that a disciple and his master both were sitting in meditation. Disciple was more receptive and he could enter into the astral plane more easily than his master, because it is open for everybody. If you have to do the Hatha Yoga, if you have to use all this black magic, spiritism, for which purpose you are doing that purpose, you are ignorant, but you are caught there. After you are caught there, you will lose the discriminating power. You say, oh, it is the right way. First it will influence you, first it will make you emotional with your mind. Thereafter it will clutch you there. So no way to come out of it. So it is open for everybody. If you have to do all these things, then you don't need a master. Then you don't need to follow anyone. You simply do it, the way is clear. It is a death trap there. Once one goes there, you will lose all those things. That there are the all possibilities that is in the human form that is wasted there for nothing. Now what is there? People meditate. Now very practical subject you try to understand. Everybody says, here is the seat of the soul, you meditate over here. But nobody knows where is the seat of the soul. It is only the God expression power which can bring you at the seat of the soul. Now in this body, what is there? When we withdraw from the lower extremities, transcending all those chakras, our attention comes at the roots of the two eyes. From here it takes upward, then it takes inward trend. It is said here is the seat of the soul. But to locate that seat of the soul is very, very difficult. Because only the one who has already solved the mystery of death, who has risen above the shackles of the mind, he can only tell you that where is the seat of the soul. Because intellect is there, then there is the mind, and then there is the soul. So far you do not rise above the intellect and the mind and the senses, you cannot reach at the seat of the soul. Now one thing is more, that mind in the body is always the astral mind. So when you meditate over here, that will take you to the chakras. And there is excessive light into the chakras. Moreover, the mind is the king of the three worlds. That taking you through the chakras, and it will take you back at the on the astral plane again. And what is there? It is called Agya Chakra. And from there, you can be taken into the astral plane. So all people say like this, oh, we see the light over here. We are very happy over here. Heart is full of love. Now it is like this. It is all a Kundalini Yoga. That was condemned by all masters. Hatha Yoga or Kundalini Yoga, they are the most defective way of life. Master says we should not follow at all. It's the way of the negative power. Then you are caught in the astral plane. Never we should attend to our mind. Mind will take you definitely to the chakras. Now in each chakra there is so much light that whole of your life you cannot even transcend one chakras. Now there will be a very dreadful death. Because at the time of death we withdraw from the lower extremity and come over here. Whereas you have learned how to come into the chakras. So it is the reverse process that will be very dreadful. So Master said, never apply it in your life. Never even think of it. It is very, very dangerous. You must have read that some rishis and munis, they promised outside that they are going in meditation and they will come back. They were burnt alive, but their attention could not come back into the body. They were lost in the chakras. So they were burnt alive. They became the skeleton of bone, but they could not come out of the astral plane. These experiences are with us. Pity to say that we are ignorant because we are not going to our holy scripture. What is written there? If we go back to our holy scripture, you must know what is what. You must know what is your subject. All that will lead you to the right directions. So I will tell you all about, I will discriminate all those things. And then thereafter you can find all those things with one opinion if you read all the books of the competent master and which came in the throughout the world. You can analyze 1 master, 2 master, 3 master, 10 master, 20 masters. You will find one essence there, and that is your essence. So if you know that thing, that will bring you to the perennial source. Perennial source, to come back to this perennial source, only thereafter you are well dressed to go back home. So where the world philosophy and there the religion start. That was told by all competent masters of the world. So far you do not rise above the cause and effect of the world. Cause and effect of the world ends where? Up to the causal. When you rise above the causal plane, there you see the cause and effect will disappear. So those who went within, those who went into the heaven that was taught by the Christ, they had arisen already above the causal plane. Causal plane, up to causal plane is the world. It is controlled by the negative power. In the causal plane there is a high heaven. And there only the angels and avatars live. But how they became angels and avatars? Out of karnis, out of their wishes, they became the avatars. Now they are enjoying their virtues up to the most. They are enjoying their virtues utmost. When these all virtues are exhausted, they are pushed back into the hell. And then they are rolled down into the hell. So even avatars, these angels, they are subject to hell and heaven, no escape for them at all, no exception to the rule at all. So Lord Krishna, pointing towards an insect, he said, this insect many times became an angel and many times went to the hell and the heaven. So all that is falsehood, all that is untrue in the 3 worlds. At least we should follow our master. Their teaching is with us. So who is the master? It is said in the Holy Scripture that there is none in million, maybe 1 in billion. Then who is that? He would never say he is the master. He says there is only one doer in the world. Only one doer. There is no second doer. In the terminology of the saints, those who claim themselves as masters, they can never be the masters. When Christ came, how many came along with him? Guru Nanak came. How many came along with him? They were the only one. But that time also existed many so-called masters. They were all from the negative power. They were misleading the innocent children of God. So that continued throughout. So those who had the background, those who could understand, they felt it. And moreover, Master would never show you a miracle. The way of the worldly people is only to see some miracles or to fulfill their wishes. If your wishes are fulfilled, you are very happy. You say, oh, great is the Master. If your wishes are not fulfilled, you call names to the Master. But as I told you, this is another subject. He will give you eternal happiness. And who is that? So I was telling you, there is only one Master in the world. There is only one doer in the Master. That is called Christ power, Master power, God power. So Jesus and Christ, they were two. Jesus was the Son of Man, on whose pull the Christ power worked. And Christ lived before Jesus. Christ's power has no beginning, no end. It has sustained the whole creation and sustained this holy body. We are all the holy body. We are the true temple of God. The real church you are, and the real Bible is within. It is a 2-page Bible. Open it and everything is there. All that, maybe it is manipulated in the Holy Scripture, but you cannot manipulate any word that is within you. There are no traces of any Holy Scripture beyond 5,000 to 6,000 years, but we existed. Where were those religions which existed at that time? Nowhere. Just like a stagnant water, it gives smell. The same old good custom corrupts itself. So everywhere there is water, but nobody will like to drink the dirty water. So all this formation came, went away, but the teaching that is within the man, that remained. It is the teaching of the Christ that is within us. There is a question to the answer. There is a disease within, the remedy is also within. As for example, you put me any question, and if I give you the wrong answer, you will never accept it, because you have the right answer within you. So far, you are not satisfied on the level of your soul, you can never cooperate with me. Then why you cooperate on easy way? Because these are your wishes. You are only after your wishes. And what is the result of the wishes? Out of one wish, you create two problems. You created a wish, now this with wish which is being fulfilled, doesn't matter in which way you have fulfilled. That becomes attachment, and with attachment you are affected with ego. So with one problem you have created two problems with you. And with the two problems you are further multiplied with a lot of problems. So with attachment people are suffering with psychic problem. They are getting mentals. Attachment, the result of attachment is the mental problem. So with ego, with wrath, the disease of the body comes up. When the disease of the mind and disease of the body get together, man dies in the negative circle. Because then he cannot understand. Then his discriminating power is lost. And he has to go back to in the hand of the negative power. So this is one very important thing. So there are two circles, one is negative circle, one is positive circle. This is up to your free will, which you want to choose in your life. You are with free will. So master power will only tell you the higher values of life, the very right teaching that is written in the Holy Scripture, and that is much more within you. So it is said your faith, your true religion, your purpose of human life, your aims and objects of the life, these are much more within than outside.
There is mention about God, but God is not there in the Holy Scriptures. So man is older than all the philosophies of the world. Even if angels, these avatars, they would like to solve the riddle of life, they have to yearn for the human body. As we have to yearn to go back, first they have to yearn for the human body. May or may not be given to them. Then, after having the body, then they have again to yearn to go back. They are bound in the three worlds. They are the servant of the holy body. And we are worshipping them only to have some wishes fulfilled by them. So as I told you, all that is created in the world, in the three world, that is created by us. We created wishes, and these powers, they fulfilled our wishes, and we lost the game. We gave our consciousness to them, and we lost all discriminating power. Because man is a micro-God. He is the same essence as that of God. We have given that very essence to these powers, and now they have strengthened their hand. The negative power has become too prevalent over here. And we understand it, and then we cannot do anything. So when there was a cry, bewailing of the innocent children, those who were yearning for God realization, God heard and they sent the saints. The saints come from there, from the high heaven, that is above the cause and effect of the world. From where Christ came, Guru Nanak came. They are the same power, I tell you. Sometime he came as Christ, sometime he came as Guru Nanak, sometime he came as Guru Gobind Singh, sometime he came Sant Kirpal Singh. They are all one, like so many lights over here. Our attention is in the light, not in the glass. So they all come from one and the same. All human beings are one. These religions are the outcome of the so-called people, not by competent masters. Never any competent master ever created a religion. These all outer ritual and rites are the creation of the so-called people. And the shackles are also the creation of so-called people, just to bind us in this faith. The true religion that is within us, if you go back to the Holy Scripture, you will find a lot of difference what is in the Scripture and what is taught outside. What is taught outside, that differs a lot. So that is what Master tells, tap inside, go within, with the help of someone who has already solved the riddle of life. He will let you know the very purpose of human life. So, it is a play. Just riding on a buffalo, you are going to the forest for hunting a deer. How it is possible? Your approach is very much limited. This astral plane is close to this physical plane. These powers, they are all roaming about. These are the evil spirits. And all these people who are acquired the yogic power, they are equipped with these powers. They are working with these powers. What is spiritism? What is spiritualism? They are calling these, I tell you, these evil spirits. They are all roaming in the world. They are not even in the astral plane. They are controlling the human being all over the world. That is their subject. So what is our subject? Our subject is very beautiful. What is the meditation? What is the true meditations? That is now that subject will come up. And if you know it, I assure you that you will not be misguided by any people. And you will not be bewildered in the world thereafter. You will have the essence of life. So these are 5 doors outside: eye, ear, nose, throat, and touch below. These are the 5 senses. Our attention is going into the world outside with 5 doors, and whether it is bringing good action
or bad action, the reaction is there. Similarly, when you are immersed within, your attention goes within, you sometimes even do not know who has just passed by you. You say, oh, my attention was somewhere else, though your eyes were open, you could not see that one. So, Master says, when your attention, when your five doors, they open, they are closed from outside, but they are open inside. But they say, still you have to shut these five doors also. You have to shut all these 10 doors of this temple. Means you have to become thoughtless thought. Your thoughts must become thoughtless thought. As for example, you've been somewhere, you are given warm welcome, and there your all that you needed, that was afforded to you, you are very happy. You come back home, you are cooking food, you are taking food, you are talking with children, but your attention is going there. Automatically that is rewinding itself. And what is that? You have risen above all things. Whatever others are saying, you are not attentive to it. Your thoughts have become thoughtless. So this can happen in your life many times, but if you do it yourself, that is not possible. It is said, it is the same experience which happens at the time of death. At the time of death, you withdraw from the body. You reach at the seat of the soul, withdraw through the third eye, and then you enter into the heaven. But that is the experience which happens at the time of death. And it is further said, if thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Your eyes can only be single when you withdraw from all these lower extremities and pass through it. You must have that experience. And you must rise above the cause and effect of the world. So far you are in the three world, you are not reborn. Now there is a practical things. Where we withdraw at this time of death, above the body consciousness, there is the seat of the soul. Here is the seat of the soul, but from here we have come back into the man body. At the time of death we have to leave the body and come again over here. That is the ultimate goal of our life. Is it so? No. It is not the ultimate goal of life. We have to die before death. We have to die daily. We have to take the cross daily. You can only be said to Christian if you take the cross daily. So how to take the cross daily? You are already here. You need someone who will draw you from here, direct from here. That is the right teaching. But what all other yogas they are doing, they will bring your attention. They cannot bring them over here. They stress over the mind. To differentiate between the mind and our consciousness, the soul there, it is a work of only a competent master who is commissioned by the God power. He is the only one in the world, I tell you. That is his work. So what happens? Actually they come to the chakras, and you know there are the three canals. They spring from the lower extremities, passing through the spinal cord, they come over here. When they come over here, there are the three canals, Ingla, Pida and Sukhman. These are the three arteries. Now, when they go there into this chakras, and then their serpentine power, snake power, is in the extreme below, that awakes. That can make your body very hot. And it will not let you go anywhere. Once this power awakes, this is called the snake power. And then you are bound with it. Now what happens? it will create problem for you. If you leave it, then it will create problem for you. You know what is the condition of the snake? Snake will run very fast on the ups and downs, on the uneven places, but it cannot run on the smooth plane. So it will create problem if you leave that process. So this is why these people who are doing that yogas, they are very much bound to it. They cannot leave it. It is only a way when you have not started with it. Then the negative power. A snake can never be the friend of anybody. You may give the milk food to the snake, but it will bite you again. It is never a friend of anybody. So this is Kundalini Yoga. And there are a lot of masters who claim themselves as masters. They say, yes, they are competent to give you the light and sound principle, but they are also doing the same thing. Whether it is Hatha Yoga or anything else, Prana Yoga, they differ a little bit in their values. But mostly they are Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga is a Kundalini Yoga. So this creates a big problem. So now these three arteries, Ida and Pingala, they are running into the astral and the causal plane. Because these are the physical, they are going into the world, into the astral and the causal. But the midway, that is called a hollow way, that is wide. It is narrow, but it is all full of darkness. So master always take the soul direct to the midway. All masters have told, not even one, all masters have told, the way back to God is the midway. To the extreme left or right, there are the death trap. Don't enter there, you will be caught there. We should trust the testimony of the masters, because they could do it by going through it. And now they are able to come over here and help us also. So it is utter darkness there. First thing is there, that any master who brings you to this darkness and then withdraw you from this midway. Because then you need not to go to the astral, the causal plane. Even if your attention goes here and there, he gives you the charged world to come back to the midway. So there is one thing more, that this Ida and Pingala, those two arteries, they end into the astral and the causal plane. But this, there is the central, that is the midway, that is called Sukhman Nadi, that transcends above the cause and effect of the world. When you go through it, you will enter above the cause and effect of the world and above the causal plane, and there is this world philosophy starts from there. Where the world philosophy and there the religion start. So the world philosophy that is started by all competent masters, that does not end with the astral or the causal plane. You have to rise above the cause and effect of the world. So where is the truth in the astral and the causal plane? Where is that heaven that is started by the Christ that exists in the causal plane? But pity to say, all that is being told and experienced by people, they are all telling about this. These are the astral activities. These are very harmful. That was never taught by any competent master. You have to go through the darkness. And without the master, it is utter darkness there. Only the one who is commissioned from the God power, his light comes there. The God into action power, which is called Christ power, master power, God power. Who is that power? The radiant form of the master. That is in every one of us. The master of my and your, the master of the whole creation is only the one. That is the only one doer. That lives in all human beings. They are not different. He is the only one. But when we can have the glimpses of that master, when we rise above the plane of senses and the shackles of the mind, when we rise above the cause and effect of the world, when we enter into the heaven that is taught by the Christ and Guru Nanak and all other competent masters of the world, there is a bread of life and water of life. There is a gushing light, a fulgent light, with music of the sphere. Once you enter there, your angle of vision will be changed, because the light there is the holy light. Light in the astral and causal plane is the emotional light that will give food to your mind, not to your soul. So those who are meditating into the astral and the causal plane, they become more egoist, I tell you. And when you enter into the above the cause and effect of the world, you will see that you will feel detached from the world. You will be fully detached from those people to whom you were quite embedded there. You won't have any affection with those things. You will know how to use those things. But these cannot become your part and parcel of your life. You are in the world, yet you will feel out of the world, because this is a holy light. Holy light will detach you from this world and the bodily attachment. You have got something within, because the health of mind and body depend upon the health of the soul. Once this food is given to your soul, above the cause and effect of the world, your whole life is changed. You will see yourself that this is the right teaching. So, that is a practical experience. And pity to say, the one who is commissioned from God, he will never say he is a master. He says, I am a borrowed servant of God. But he says, go to anyone, this is the right teaching. You need somebody who can withdraw you from here. He must take you above the cause and effect of the world. Now this midway is full of darkness. It is called void. Sunlight only reflects on the matter. So is the case within. There may be 100,000 sun arise, there cannot be any light. Only the light of the master power that reflects. When you rise into the heaven that is taught by the Christ, the master power there, who is the master of the whole creation, even there are millions of sun and moons, they rise together. Even the light that is coming from his nails, that does not equal to it. It is so there. So master power is the supreme power, I tell you. And that is within each one of us. And he comes in the radiant form. Not that astral form. Or in the causal form. He comes in the radiant, but in the midway. He will guide you there. It is said in the history that Alexander the Great, whose attention was to create murder and tyranny in the world, his master Khwaja Khizr knew his attention. He took him above the body consciousness forcibly. It is said that he could not drink the water of life because it was utter darkness. He did not accept the teaching. So far you do not accept this teaching, this thing will not be with you. Once you accept this teaching, you will have the immediate radiation from the master power within, because that is innate in us. It is very close to us. He is the life in our life. So we are given one breath only one breath. Master say you are given only 4 days to stay in the world. But we are given only one breath. This breath is inside. Some power is pushing back. When it goes outside, some power pushes back into the body. At the time of death, it remains outside. So we are given only one breath, and we have to change our life with one breath. That is a way to follow that way of meditation. Because those who could solve the riddle of life, they yearned for God. They had a ruling passion to meet God. They wept overnight. And they were yearning for God power. They lost all that they had. They had given their head and heart for self-realization. It is not a magic show, I tell you. All other yogas, they are not more than gymnastic, different gymnastic. So time is up, but subject still not complete. For that purpose, I may request you that those who are interested or those who wish to continue with this subject, because we are already printing some of this material, because it is a God work. So whenever Master come in the world, they create conscious people. They never created disciple, I tell you. They create a group of conscious people around them, and they become the ambassador of truth. So you can become ambassador of truth. And your purpose is to become conscious co-worker of divine plan. And once you know it, then your purpose is to live and do with it. If you don't live and do with it, your subject will be too big for you. Your journey can prolong itself. So wishing you all that is good for you. It is 10.